Israel not too long ago. Elinor, a German pop star, international pop star. Thank you very much for showing up and actually saving the show this time.
Thank you for having me.
Super excited to have you on. You are an extremely, extremely busy person. You fly back and forth between Israel and Germany and other places as well?
Europe, I would say, general,
okay.
Yes.
Just running around doing music. And tell us a little bit about you. I know some things. Of course, I know your music. But yeah, tell who are you?
Who am I? Well, I'm German, but originally I'm from Transylvania, or Romania. Though Transylvania sounds a bit more...
Transylvania, you get the Dracula thing, and then, you know...
So, yeah, why am I traveling so much? It's because of music. I have my projects in Germany that are calling me back from time to time. Also, my family is there. And I'm actually studying. I'm doing an MBA, an international MBA, which calls us to go to exams and various residential weeks in Europe.
So it's funny because you're actually a full-time musician, a full-time artist. Like you've released multiple songs. You have multiple writing projects. You work in a radio station as well.
Yes, also.
And then you just decided, no, let's be serious now as well, and let's get a business degree.
Plan B.
Plan B.
Plan B. Yeah, I mean, I love to discover new things. I'm an extremely curious person.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, sometimes you just need a change from all the music and sound, and I'm familiar with this field, but to be honest, I wanted to know how the world out there works, like business-wise. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, let's do an MBA.
Let's go study business.
Yeah.
But you've been playing music since you were basically a little child.
Yes.
You've played piano, but singing is not that, like the piano was there first.
Yes.
And you actually were the pianist of other artists for a while.
Also.
And how did you actually discover singing? How did that happen?
Actually, it was a project I did with an opera singer. He's Romanian, but lives in Germany also. Mm-hmm. And he needed a pianist, so I said, okay, here I am. Let's do a project together. And then, you know, he said, what about your voice? What about singing? And I was like, okay, I never really did it. And then he pushed me to try it, but I was really shy in the beginning.
Yeah.
It was strange because I couldn't take out a sound if somebody was in front of me. It was really, when I was by myself, I could sing no problem. And then he pushed me to do it, and then I started to sing.
But did you have like a dream of becoming a singer, or was that just something that happens like on the way?
On the way. Yeah. I was never like, okay, I want to be a singer. I rather see myself as an artist, as a musician, than a pure singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny with me as well. When I was actually working on my first album, but I didn't think I was working on it as a singer. I thought I would be the guitar player and songwriter, and I'd find somebody else to sing it. But I couldn't find anybody that could sing it, and I would sing the songs to people as okay, what do you think? Do you want to sing this? And they're like, no, you have to do it. And I kept getting pushed in that direction, but I also didn't really imagine myself being a singer. So it's kind of funny how that happens. Like you discover it. Mm-hmm. And in the end, there's nothing more fun than being on stage and singing.
It's true.
Right? So
it's true.
So you studied, but you studied classical piano.
Yes.
From what age to what age?
I started from the age of 5, and it went on for 20 years, I think.
Oh wow!
Yes, it was a hardcore classical Russian school.
Okay.
Because I had a Russian teacher back in Germany. Who taught me, properly how to play classical piano.
Okay.
Yes. It was tough, but it gave me a lot of the basis, and it gave me a lot for my further music career.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's almost nothing more challenging than classical music.
Yeah, it's really like I rehearsed like a maniac.
Yeah.
I was playing 5 to 6 hours a day.
Wow.
Especially before concerts or competitions. My parents I think they wanted to kill themselves. Yes.
There's an episode, I think, in a comedy thing about it, the kids playing violins, the parents are just going crazy.
I guess my parents went crazy as well, because I was not playing always Chopin and these romantic composers, but rather I love the Russian composers who are quite, let's say, rough. Rougher, yeah. They use the whole range of the piano, and they really use the piano like an orchestra, and you don't play only in the middle range, but you play the whole keys.
I want to hear maybe in a little bit an example of that, but I want to go a little bit before we do that. So you went from classical music, and then you discovered more jazz, but you weren't doing the pop music yet, right? You were more in a jazzy type of.
Yeah, although I can't really say it was professional jazz. It was more improvisation, like especially with this opera singer. I started to learn to improvise, like going away from the scores that I was used to in classical music, and which kind of restricted me in a way, because I couldn't think freely. Like, I saw chords and I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't see the notes, so I was confused. I didn't know how to play it. And with this opera singer, I started to learn how to play freely and to interpret myself, rather than playing after a score.
That's one of the problems we have in doing popular music, is a lot of time if you have a musician coming in as a session musician,
yes,
and if they haven't taken that step, if they come from classical music, they're expecting to actually have music ready for them. Well, you as a rock or pop singer, you kind of just come in and do something, improvise over whatever we have, and but it's nice to take that step.
Yes, it's challenging though.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So you did. When did you release your first music? Like your own composition, your own songs?
Like songs, like singer-songwriter stuff. Quite late, actually. I did it in 2006, 2007. I started to write, to sing also in front of an audience, and I started to write. And my first song was in 2006. It's actually a funny story, because I was trying to write. I wanted to write so badly. I said, okay, you have to know how to write music. You have to know how to write lyrics. And you get stuck if you are constantly on it and the ideas are not flowing. And I was really upset, and it was really a misery day. And that's actually the title of my first song.
I think we should, before we go on, I think we should hear the song. What do you say?
Yeah, I would love to.
Let's play it. Well, that gives us sort of an intro, gives people a feeling of something that you've done. You have a wide range of things that you do. But let's get that first taste going and see what happens.
Pleasure.
Okay, let's see.
Do you know these days where you see someone else than yourself? No more force to do what you want, and then you ask yourself, what could be the cause? Misery day, take you away. Oh, what you planned to resolve. Misery day, it's gonna be okay.
So that was the more jazzy, pop jazzy type
Yeah.
thing. Let's hear one of those Russians that you like.
You want to hear the Russians?
I know. Yeah, probably. I know it doesn't have to be perfect. I know it's hard to keep those.
You know, it's a challenge for me. I didn't train it for a long time, but
let's run into the deep water and see what happens.
okay. Apologies to all the perfectionists out there, but I didn't play for a long time.
Let's see if
So,
we have. Do we have piano?
now we have a
No, we have piano.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite pieces. I played Rachmaninoff,
All right.
Momento Musico in E minor. Just a short bit. Huh?
All right.
That's enough. My fingers are not flowing.
They look like little spiders.
It's very virtuose. Literally, if you don't practice that on a regular basis, it's like
Yeah.
it's not flowing. But you got a little bit of an
A
idea.
little bit of it. It's like those classical pieces are just crazy, and it's crazy how fast you forget them if you don't practice
Yes.
as well. Because
Yes.
it's sort of like a language on its completely on its own, right?
It's first of all, and second, it's as I said, very virtuous. It's very technical. So it's like, you know, you take an athlete. If
Yeah.
he doesn't train every day on a regular basis, you don't have the skill.
Yeah.
So I think I didn't play this piece for 10 years or
Wow.
longer. And since then, I really use the piano more for an accompaniment for myself
Mhm.
while singing. So I didn't really do much classical music since. But yeah.
So how? So you said you wanted to write, like you had the dream was to become a singer-songwriter. Was that like the way you wanted to go with it, or why was it so important for you to write?
Because I discovered that I want to do my own stuff.
Mhm.
Since then, I was an interpreter of classical music, which is also an amazing thing. But I basically played the scores of others.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do really my own thing. And this is when I discovered that I really want to write myself. I want to try to compose myself, also to write lyrics, which is a bit like poems. And that's why.
But your thought was at first was to write music, and just after you started doing that, you wanted to also add the lyrics? Or?
Yeah, I can't really say that it went in a very chronological way because it was a mix. I didn't tend to think, you know, first I do this, then I do that. It was a mix, really. I first wanted to write music.
Mhm.
I didn't think lyrics or not lyrics or just music or film music or jazz or pop. I just wanted to do my own music.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I was very much interested in film music also, like orchestral pieces, because I came from that direction. And then, obviously, you know, teenagers, and we listened to all these pop songs, and then, yeah, I got also into this field.
Yeah.
So it kind of intermingled.
But today you also do, so now you're actually writing film music as well. You're doing scores for
From time to time, to be honest, I haven't done it for a long time, but yeah, I wrote contemporary music also for instruments, with a bit of a more sophisticated approach. Let's
Yeah.
put it this way. No lyrics, no text, and then, you know, I kind of, by the time I met people and we started other projects, and then we started with lyrics, text also. It's a mix. It depends, really. Yeah.
So, but you write mainly in German or in English or both? Or?
Yeah, both. In the beginning, it was more in English. I reckon because of my studies in London, I studied music there, so the language came more natural to me than writing German music. But then I met some German producers and a songwriter team, and they pushed me more into the German lyric.
So maybe we could hear something of one of the German compositions.
The German composition. My pleasure.
Yeah.
It's this German project. I'm the lead artist. I'm called Ellie Melinda. This is my name, my stage name for the German project.
Okay.
And with this project, we've been quite successful because we released an album, 2013, and most of the songs were aired on the radio stations nationwide in Germany. And now we are just about to release a new single, which is due September, but they're already making the round in the German radio stations. So it's really, really brand new. I just released it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, so what are we going to hear? I think the new single we have is a recording, but this is.
Yes. So you want me to play live now?
Yes.
You want me to play live? Okay. So we keep the newest single as the video, and I would like to play for you a song from my album, German. That was the most successful, actually. It was, I don't know for how many weeks, in the top 10 of the airplay charts, conservative music, because they categorize it. And it's called Ich will mein Leben leben.
Leben away.
Okay, I need some sound, please. Okay.
Heute Nacht hab ich beschlossen, was zu ändern, denn mir wurde klar, dass was fehlt.
Can we make a little cut here? I need a louder piano, please. I can hardly hear it.
That was the cut.
Sorry, yes, sorry. But we can edit, it's no problem, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the good part about it.
That's the good part about the reprieve.
Yeah.
Because more piano.
That was and Shinoi. And Shinoi.
A bit more. You're at the edge. How is that possible? Wait, so take it a bit down, I'll make it here. Okay, now you can turn it a bit on. Perfect, okay, now it's much better. I couldn't hear it, so. Okay.
Heute Nacht hab ich beschlossen. Heute Nacht hab ich beschlossen.
Just 1 second.
Yeah.
We put this
yes, sure.
Like that. So is that hard for you to
No,
see?
no. It's just
Just to remind you. Yeah.
Okay. Ready when you are.
Heute Nacht hab ich beschlossen, was zu ändern, denn mir wurde klar, dass man nur einmal lebt. Dieser Alltag fing mir an, die Luft zu nehmen. mag es nicht, wenn's nur nach Regeln geht. Und ich will mein Leben leben, so wie ich es mag. Fühl mich wie neugeboren, endlich wieder stark. Ich will mein Leben leben, so sein wie ich bin. Ich bin kein Eigentum und auch kein Hauptgewinn. Lange Zeit, da sagte ich nur Ja und Amen. War zu jedem wirklich fair, nur nicht zu mir. Musste auch manche Enttäuschungen ertragen, weil man mir viel versprach und wenig hielt. Und ich will mein Leben leben, so wie ich es mag. Fühl mich wie neugeboren, endlich wieder stark. Ich will mein Leben leben, so sein wie ich bin. Ich bin kein Eigentum und auch kein Hauptgewinn.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Dankeschön.
Try not to clap close to the microphone here.
Dankeschön.
Bitteschön. That was this beautiful song. What are the lyrics? What
The
are you
lyrics.
talking about?
So, Ich will mein Leben leben is the title of the song, and it's called. It's basically saying I want to live my life.
Okay.
So basically, I'm talking about releasing myself and doing what I want, what I finally want to do, without any restrictions that I put myself in the past. A very nice sentence says that I always said yes and amen to everything and everybody, even though they didn't respect me. And this song just talks about, okay, now it's enough. I want to live my own life.
As
Yes.
the softer version of "We're not gonna take it."
Exactly. It's a slightly softer version of that.
Slightly softer, like a little bit, like toned down a bit. Yeah, but it's the same kind of
Message.
message. Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the Twisted Sisters, right?
Ah, well, there are many ways to say a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this is a song you wrote and composed. How do you start? Like, one of the things that I try to kind of do here is just a research of the creative process. Like, how do you get to a song? Like,
Yes.
so walk us through it.
Basically, with the German project, I have a singer-songwriter team. So I'm not completely on my own. And the process is very different. Like the songwriter that I work with, he's actually Italian, but
Okay.
he writes in German. It's funny. He knows me since I'm a teenager. So he basically knows me, I would say, inside out. He can read me very, very well. Sometimes he comes with an idea and says, listen, I had a inspiration this night and I think this text would really fit you. Then he gives me what he wrote and I shape it. And I look at it and I say, okay, I like it very much, but here and there it needs to be a little... Or it's the other way around, that I come up with a text that is like a, not a diamond yet, but in a raw state, and he shapes it. And then he tries with his guitar to compose a melody to that. I try with my piano to do. It's a collaboration more than anything else. Yeah.
I find actually with music, when I started writing with people, it was surprisingly liberating. You know,
Yes.
you always hear about these like ego games and people not getting along, but for me, it's one of the easiest ways for me to write music is to just sit down in a room with somebody, have a couple of
Yes.
coffee cups around or beers
A
or
couple.
whatever, and just sit there, and something usually comes out. It can be a verse, it can be a chorus.
Yes.
But that process of writing with somebody, getting that like space where, you're not checking your phone, you're not on the computer, kids aren't running around, or and just have that like creative space, but also have a partner to bounce ideas off of. I find out to be the easiest way to write these days. Like,
I agree. I totally agree. I think it's very liberating because you sometimes, or me, I sometimes get stuck. Usually the basic ideas like a melody line or a lyric line or whatever, they come by myself. They come when I'm unexpectedly under the shower or riding a bike or being in the bus or wherever. But then I love to share this, I love to see what other people think about it, and I think it's important because you tend to lose, yourself, and I'm a perfectionist very much. So if I start writing by myself, I will never be done.
Never been. So I gotta fix that one word.
Yeah, it's like self-criticism. I always find something that something that I don't like, and then I need somebody to tell me, okay, leave it, move on.
This is fine. But so this project in Germany, you had English before, but the Romanian part from
yes.
Transylvania, your Dracula past. How did you speak Romanian at home?
Yes.
That was the language you spoke at home?
Yes.
And so you had English, German, Romanian, and...
English.
Russian?
No, Russian not. No. No, my parents also speak Hungarian because we're coming from that part in Transylvania. There are many different groups. There were Germans, Hungarians, and Romanians in this area, like mixed. And my family comes from the Romanian-Hungarian side.
Okay.
But I don't speak Hungarian. No. But
that's a strange language, Hungarian.
It's a strange,
it's like
yes.
I think historically it's like Attila the Hun.
Yes.
Like Hungary and Finland. Those
yes.
are like the only
northern
two.
part of Finland.
Yeah.
It's something similar there, yeah.
Or aliens. Maybe just
who knows?
aliens.
I don't Let's be politically correct and not call them aliens.
No, I was just thinking that because it's just the language there's just
true.
there.
Yeah.
And
in the middle of Eastern Europe, and nothing resembles that language.
Nothing. Just Eastern Europe and like the northest of the north of Europe, like right in those are the two places that have a language that has that type of sound. So, but. So the Romanian roots, would you say, are important to you? Is something that you feel that you're connected to? Or?
Yeah, I would say so. Even though I was brought up in Germany, and I can call Germany my home, but still, even in Germany, we are connected to a lot of Romanians. Also, many close friends of mine are Romanian, living in Germany. And I don't know, it's a mentality thing, like that I feel more home. I have this home feeling more to Romanians than to Germans.
Yeah. Well,
somehow.
I kind of had that, although like I grew up in Norway, I ended up in Israel because of that feeling. Like I felt that I was, there was something missing. And so you have actually a song in Romanian for us.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I have one. It's not my own song, but it's a song that I love very, very, very much. It's very emotional though, so don't start crying.
I'll try to resist. What's the story behind it?
Well, the song is called Zece. Zece means 10, so it's the number 10. And there is a poet basically naming 10 things about, well, it's usually from a man to a woman. It can be interpreted in various ways, but he says 10 things that make you so beautiful, basically. It's very, I know, it's very dramatic and romantic, but I just love this stuff. It's
Uh,
amazing. So you want to hear it?
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Don't cry.
I'll try not to.
Okay. Okay.
Zece întâmplări ciudate și o minune te-au adus în casă. 10 pictori se tot miră cât ești de frumoasă. 10 zile trec absurde, nu știu cum, nu știu pe unde, nu știu. 10 vieți de-aș sta cu tine, tot ar fi puține. Două stele paralele, stele lacrimi înodate și tot cerul peste ele. Pentru tine toate numagi în faptul serii, o pot cu avă sus departe și comorile din suflet. Pentru tine toate. 10 întâmplări ciudate și o minune te-au adus în casă. 10 pictori se tot miră cât ești de frumoasă. 10 zile trec absurde, nu știu cum, nu știu pe unde, nu știu. 10 vieți de-aș sta cu tine, tot ar fi puține.
Mulțumesc! Now in Romania.
Wow, it was very nice. I got so emotional I forgot that I was clapping in front of the microphone again. So.
I have some tissues if you want. Yes, it's a very sad
it's
song.
very,
I
very
know.
beautiful.
It's a beautiful song.
Very
yes.
beautiful song.
Yes.
It's so nice that you can kind of flip between languages like that and flip between
Yes.
cultures like that in a way and styles. Of course, the name of this show is Undefined, and that's gonna fits fits
Yeah.
completely into that. So now you're performing,
Also.
recording. What are the plans? So the album is coming out. There's an album coming out with this German project.
Yeah, we plan to do an album. For now, it will be just the singles because we are still collecting songs
Okay.
to be an album. But yeah, that's the plan.
Are albums a thing today? I mean, like in Israel, it's gone. It's done.
It's gone.
It's over. It's finished. But in Germany, I
Yes.
know that there's a bit of a different musical culture in Germany.
Yes, they, especially the radio stations, they would like to have an album before they promote it in their stations.
Okay.
An album still makes up to 11, 12 songs,
Yeah.
so that's quite a lot. I'm also a bit more different in that thought because I think you can easily do an EP, for example, nowadays. And in Germany it's still done, especially in the younger modern scene. But since, the Germans are a bit, it has to be like this. And
I know this German royalties collection company, GEMA.
oh, yeah,
What's it
oh.
called? Because I played Germany a few times, and
Yes.
and I remember one of the conditions that you actually get booked to play is that your music is not in GEMA, so that they don't get this, like, I don't know how many hundreds of euros they have to pay for using your music that night, which is supposed to be ideal because the money goes to the artist, but I understand it actually goes mostly to the record companies and the publishers, and the artist sees it.
It's such a complicated system that
Yeah.
even the musicians, especially the musicians,
Especially.
they don't really get what's going on there. But it's basically, you know, nowadays it's not only one musician writing a song. There
Yeah.
are many people in the process of promoting a song, whether it's the promoter, the songwriter, the producer, the lyric writer, you know, there are many
Yeah.
people. So the GEMA basically tries to collect all that money where the song is played and distribute it.
Yeah.
And you can imagine how much work and how complicated it is to know how many percentage goes to whom, and then to release it. And usually it takes up to 2 years until an artist gets to see his money,
Okay.
because it's such a...
Yeah, here as well. I mean, here we have Akum, which is the Israeli company, and it's the same thing. I think it's becoming more regulated. Like before, when I was touring a lot, you could play anywhere and nobody would ask for the song list of.
Oh yeah, they do ask. Yeah.
Yeah, but in Germany, I remember that was like, they were so strict. They had to have every song, and if you did a cover, it was like, oh God,
Yes,
no.
I know.
Now we have to pay GEMA.
Yes,
Yeah.
GEMA is very, and you have to pay it. It's you know, if they catch you that you don't pay it, the fines are immense.
It's like smoking in public, or more.
Maybe something like that.
But bless their heart, there is a really strong music culture in Germany. I think that's one of the things that surprised me when I go there is this this absolute love and appreciation of music that you find. It's sort of it's supposed to be there, like it's supposed to be there, but it's supposed to be already a business. I think from the artist's point of view, it's not something that people are expecting to get for free, which they are in most of the rest of the world. So this, I think, is actually a nice aspect of the German music culture, that maybe because it's so structured, that
it's very structured. Yes, maybe that's why. Yeah, because they want to do. Generally speaking, very generally speaking, that's the case. They want the artist to be fairly paid for what they are doing, but it also depends a lot on the genre. In Germany, it's a funny story, because I tell you how I feel it being brought up there and seeing all the scene. It's there is German music, German pop music, and there is another type they would call Schlager, which is more of a folk music, which is very popular. It's huge. Like the Schlager queen nowadays is Helene Fischer, is her name, and she's like selling out stadiums for days, weeks. She's like the bomb there, yeah. But still, people are kind of embarrassed to admit that they listen to this kind of music, because it's very simple, let's put it this way. It's simple music. It's not sophisticated. It's not very complicated, so the mass understands it. But it's, you know, it's different. It's like, okay, I love Schlager, but I don't want to admit it.
Does it have accordions in it?
Also, sometimes.
It's like the Norwegian folk music as well. It's always accordions.
Yes.
And we have that here as well. We have that type of. We're not going to mention the genre here, but
so it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Everywhere.
People love it, but I don't want to admit it. Yes.
But let's play a song that hopefully people will love and admit that they will love, because this is your new single.
Ah, yes.
And what's it called?
Unsagbar nah.
Which means?
It means undefinably near.
Undefinably near. Okay.
Like something like that. Like you are extremely near. Something like that. Unsagbar. Sagen is to say something. Unsagbar is unsaid.
Unsayable.
Unsayable, unspeakable, near. Yeah.
Something, yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It's hard to translate. I've heard the song multiple times.
Okay, yeah.
And I can tell you it's extremely catchy, even if I
I'm
don't
happy,
speak
I'm happy.
German. So I think you might have a hit on your hands.
Oh my God!
Um,
Let's see.
So this is an actually it might be a temporary video, right? So because the official video is not done yet, so we actually have sort of a
Some visuals.
improvisational type of video for it. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's see this and
Pleasure. Yeah.
Unsagbar nah.
Unsagbar nah.
Almost.
Es war doch nicht verwerflich, von beiden nicht geplant. Vor allem haben wir auch keinem wehgetan. Die Nacht verspricht so vieles, von dem der Tag nichts hält. Du hast es mir bewiesen, dass manche Regel fällt. Fühlte mich hingezogen zu dem, was ich da sah. Und niemals war mir einer wie du. Unsagbar nah. Unsagbar nah. So wirklich nah, 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 nah. Unsagbar nah, wie mir noch keiner war. Zu warten kann sich lohnen, das war mir lang schon klar. Hab mich zurückgezogen und sagte nicht gleich ja. Du hast sofort verstanden, um was es dabei geht. Bin keine, der ein Typ sofort den Kopf verdreht. Mit dir ist es so anders, es scheint mir gar nicht wahr. Ich sag's dir ohne Worte, bist mir unsagbar nah. Unsagbar nah. So wirklich nah, 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 nah. Unsagbar nah. Unsagbar nah. Unsagbar nah. So wirklich nah, 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 nah. Unsagbar nah, wie mir noch keiner war. Der Tag beginnt ganz anders, wenn du nicht bei mir bist. Es ist das erste Mal, dass mein Herz was vermisst. Es ist deine Berührung, das Lächeln, das du trägst. Oder vielleicht, dass du die gleichen Wege gehst. Unsagbar nah. So wirklich nah, 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 nah. Unsagbar nah. Unsagbar nah. Unsagbar nah. So wirklich nah, 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 nah. Unsagbar nah, wie mir noch keiner war. Wie mir noch keiner war. Wie mir noch keiner war.
I think is an extremely catchy song.
Thank you. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. So what? This is coming out in September,
Yes.
and then you're doing like a release concert in Germany for it. or-
Yeah, when we have more songs, that it's almost an EP or an album even, then that's usually the procedure.
I wonder if this came out here, if there would be like a market for German music. I don't know.
I don't know. What do you say? You
I
live here
have
much
no
longer.
idea. I have no
How
idea.
is the German community? Though I heard a lot of German-speaking people. Like,
I
Really?
don't know. I you know that's one of the out of my
Out of
how to say,
your-
expertise zone. But what's your so you're now coming to Israel quite a lot. Your dad is Jewish,
yes,
and then you spent a few years here when you were a child.
yeah, very, very, very long time ago.
Very long time ago.
Yes.
But now you, so you've been coming to Israel for a few years because you were at one of my shows, which I don't remember. That's quite a long time ago. That's where we met the first time.
Yes, exactly.
So, but that was with probably like 4 years ago at least.
Probably 4 or 5 years ago.
So tell, what brings you to Israel?
How well, love. My boyfriend.
Yeah.
He lives here now. And but I've been visiting Israel also before I met him, because we have friends here still, and my grandparents used to live here.
Okay.
Well, they passed away some time ago. But we always came back and visited them, and we came to visit our friends. And I mean, Israel is a lovely country to visit. Once you come, you always come back, and So you're a little bit Israeli, and like somewhere in your heart. Somewhere, yes, there is something connection. Yes.
And but have you ever thought about doing some music here? Maybe.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to. I mean, I don't see music happening only in one specific place. It's also if it's a different language, okay. But music is a universal language, so I think you could do it anywhere, really.
Yes, maybe we should get a show organized here sometime soon.
I would love to.
Sometime soon.
You would like to sing in German?
Yes. Yeah, I'm there.
I can teach you, no problem.
I can do the backing vocals for that one.
I can teach you, not a problem.
But I might have a hard time with the dance moves, though.
The dance is something else.
Yeah.
We can figure something.
Do you dance on stage? Are you like that pop, that type of pop?
I don't have a choreography,
Mm-hmm.
but to be honest with you, I don't know what I'm doing on stage.
Okay.
I don't really control it. What can I say?
Can't control myself on stage. It just happens. All the clothes come flying off.
I don't know how it happened. Yeah. No, I don't know actually. I'm not let's put it this way, I'm not a party animal on stage. I'm not going nuts. But I don't know what I'm doing. If I'm playing the piano, I'm behind the piano basically, and that's it.
Well, I mean, this just as an example of what we have here is that when you're playing with the piano, I actually wished we had a camera going over your hands,
the fingers,
because it's such a that feels like a very you type atmosphere. And then this song, it looks like somebody else. But I think that's one of the beauties of pop music, is that you get to be somebody else for whatever video, for whatever time you're on stage.
Yeah.
But this singer-songwriter, either piano or guitar, I think there's something else to it. Maybe it's less of a show.
Yes.
And it's more,
authentic,
bringing people into your world. So, and my personal taste, I'd rather see you, in front of or behind in front of a piano, or behind a piano.
It's a good question.
Yeah. Behind a piano.
Yeah, in front of the keys. I don't know. Yes.
So I'd rather see you on stage with a piano.
Yes.
At some bar, that would be my personal taste. But I like that intimate type of atmosphere.
I love it too.
More.
It's really different. You're right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, from the single, I could definitely see you with the wigs and the tutu and dancing around on stage.
Yeah.
So we have one more song to do, and this time you've chosen a song that actually is a bit more connected to here.
Exactly.
What are you gonna play?
I thought about playing a cover song this time, not something original. A song that also Israeli people know.
Okay.
In English, though, because my Hebrew is it's not there yet. And I think everybody knows Matisiao with One Day. I love this song. I know it's a reggae type of thing, but I did it my own little piano version.
All right, let's hear
so
it.
I would like to play it for the Israeli audience since they know the song.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see.
Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. And then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it will all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Oh, it's not about win or lose, 'cause we all lose when we feed on souls of the innocent. Blood-drenched pavement, keep on moving through the water still raging. In this maze, you could lose your way. Your way might drive you crazy, but you don't let it face you. No way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it will all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Oh.
I wish I had a lighter. Very nice. Beautiful.
I love this song. The lyrics are amazing.
Yeah.
The song is just great.
Matisiao is great.
Yes.
I remember seeing him on stage with the long beard and
yes,
the hat.
yeah, he's really a character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fascinating.
Changed his style a bit.
Well, everyone with his style, it's okay.
We all evolve, right?
Exactly.
So where can people find you now? If they want to get a hold of you, they want to book you for a show, they want to listen to your music, where is the best way to go and get in touch with you?
Where's the best way? So I have, because I have multiple projects, I also have multiple websites.
Okay.
But
let's concentrate on one. Like, just give us one.
On Facebook.
Facebook?
Yes. Facebook, basically, I can be found, or I have a homepage.
Okay.
With my full name.
What's the? Give us the full.
Okay, it's complicated. It's elinorpongrracz.com.
That's the URL for I don't want people to find me.
I have to work on my marketing, I know.
And the social media aspect.
No, but if people go to Facebook, for example, and they just type in Eli Melinda, Eli with one L,
yeah,
then they will find me.
Eli Melinda.
Yes.
That's easier than.
That's easier than Elinor Pongrracz.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so funny. Sometimes you have those like emails where you go like, you really don't want people to send you an email, do you?
Yes. Well.
And that's Eli Melinda. If somebody wants to look you up on YouTube as well.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have the YouTube channel that goes. Eli Melinda is basically my German self, but of course it's me, so people can find me on that, and on the YouTube channel also some German.
That's how it is.
German, yes.
Split personality. That's what they did.
Yeah, it's crazy. You don't know which direction. Do you want to have multiple names for your multiple musical characters or not? It's a bit crazy, yeah.
Yeah, or you just have one name. You do a lot of things, and then people just think you're crazy. It's just like that's another.
Yeah, but that's how we are.
Yeah,
right. We have to be a bit crazy.
I think today doing one thing is kind of boring.
No, it's boring.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Doing lots of things get us nuts sometimes, but it's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Well, thank you so much for coming and saving the show and saving the day. I wish you so much luck with this new single, with this new project.
Thank you.
With your stay here in Israel. I hope get you on a stage here.
Yes.
And I think that's we got to get out of here. So, thank you very much for that camera. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you to Dini Goldweiss on the sound and on the imagery here, our producer. Thank you to Dalia Arazi for giving us this platform, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye.